So the old Craftsman is underneath some plastic, as last couple days we have little sprinkles, which are always nice. And let me show you what we have in the mail here. Let's walk into the shop. Walk this way. Let me turn the lights on. Yeah, no bueno. No bueno. But check this out. Good old Amazon. Best price I could find on a con rod was Amazon. It was like 76 bucks, I think is what it was, shipped. Yep. And check it out. Let me do this with 2 hands. Genuine Briggs Unstraton in a sealed, factory sealed box. Still has the little tape on both sides. It's never been opened, which is always a good sign. You see the little shiny tape. Okay. Shiny tape. It's never been opened. There's a part number 692419. Conrod. It and look at this. See if I can focus in on this. Is this too close? Wait a minute. Oh, rats! I just bent it. Let's see. Let's see. Look at this. It says right there, made in the USA. Alright, so let's open this thing up. I've had some thoughts, surprisingly enough, on whether I should get like a gasket kit for this engine. And honestly, I'm not even sure if this engine's going to run. So I didn't get a new head gasket for it. I'm going to reuse this old head gasket. This gasket's not blown out. It's a little compressed, but it's not blown out. I'm going to reuse the head gasket. I'm going to just use RTV silicone for the base, the engine base. Put it together and see if it fires. And if it runs really well, I may or may not consider putting a new head gasket in it. But probably not. If it runs well, I'll just leave it be. Anyway, enough talking. Let's open this thing up, see if it's the same. Hopefully. I'll tell you what, the mated surfaces here, because there aren't true excuse me, true conrod bearings. It's just kind of, they got these oil holes. I want to make sure I'm still in view. You got these oiling holes here which allow oil to get into it. The mated surface here, where this half meets, you can't even feel that. I mean, I'm guessing that's probably good. I'm teasing. Of course that's good, but that's pretty amazing. I'm sure they bolted it together. Those conrod bolts are different than the ones that came out of it, but that's pretty neat. That's very, very cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this out, take this broken conrod out, and let's make sure they're the same length. Yeah, that's the same one. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Cool. Look at it, it's clean. Yep. That oil was like glue mixed in with all the metallics. So I used a mineral spirits paint thinner, because that's a really good degreaser. Stiff brush. And then I came through with some brake clean and some compressed air and blew everything out, wiped it out. It's pretty clean. Let's go take a look at the block. Alright, so we got this stuff scrubbed up and cleaned up. I was really careful to blow out, hit this with solvent and blow out all these ring grooves. I didn't remove the rings because I'm not looking for any trouble, but I wanted to make sure there wasn't anything hiding in there. Push rods, the tappets, the gears, the oil pump, all that stuff's been soaked in solvent, and hopefully it's free of any contaminants. And then we worked this. I worked the push rod valley in here. I made sure that the cylinder walls got squirted out real good. And then I came in again with stiff brush, paint thinner, brake clean, Quiet. Brake clean and then compressed air. Alright, got the conrod on. I just shot a couple squirts of oil in there. And we have an accurate rotating assembly. And I just did a quick compression check on it, and we've got a lot of compression. A lot of compression. I just held my hand over the top. Yeah. Got the timing marks lined up, the cam gear versus the crank gear there. Spun it around a couple full rotations to make sure everything came right back upon itself. Ooh, we're gonna have a demonstration class. Here's one. Look at that. Golden. So of course, as everybody knows, when you disassemble an engine, you kind of keep all your bolts in the line and you keep everything that you take out so it goes exactly in the same position. But they do use two different push rods. The push rod for the exhaust here is steel and the intake is aluminum. That's kind of cool. I mean, I guess. I don't know shit. Oops. There you go. There you go. There's a tip. Keep your push rods in the line. So we got everything back together. We used some black RTV silicone for the bottom half of the case. I didn't get a new gasket. We're reusing the same head gasket just because. And he's making sound effects. You know, a lot of people ask me, gee, Skippy sure drives a lot of the equipment and stuff up there. And I figure, you know what, if he's going to come over here after work and help me play with all these toys, go faster! He's going to go here. If
put the mower deck on it.
Yeah, right. If he's coming over to help me wrench on things, the least he can do is when he goes up there is play with things. Wait a minute, that didn't sound right. Play with things. So anyhow, yep, we got it together, and that's all we got time for tonight. It looks like everything works with no interference.